Thank you,
Member for
Speaker.
Tangi has the call.
My question is to the Prime Minister. Will the Prime Minister update the House on new opportunities to expand trade and investment with Indonesia? How will this help strengthen Australia's relationship with our important neighbour?
The Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, I thank the honourable member for his question. Mr Speaker, Indonesia is one of the great rising economies of Asia. It is a $1.2 trillion economy, which last year achieved a 5% growth rate. It is the largest Muslim nation in the world with modern democratic leadership. It is a key partner to Australia on many of the most pressing regional and global security issues, including counter-terrorism and maritime security. As close neighbours, Indonesia and Australia can and should do more to add greater weight to that partnership. Now, our priority is to build much stronger and broader trade and investment ties. So I was pleased to make Jakarta my first visit to Asia as Prime Minister, and the reception from President Joko Widodo and his wife, Ibu Iriana, and the people of Jakarta could not have been warmer or more generous. The President and his wife and Lucy and myself had very good, broad-ranging discussions about growth, about jobs, about urbanisation, about investment, and we discussed the priority we both attach to further expanding the people-to-people links. And coming to people, the highlight of that visit was when the President took me on a blusukan, which is what we would call perhaps a street walk or a visit to a shopping centre. This was to a local wholesale textile market which he'd established as Governor of Jakarta. Can I say I have never witnessed so many people, so much energy, so many anxious security officers from both countries, and so much enthusiasm for the President. It was one of the most exciting moments I've ever had in political life. The energy of the people in that centre and the enthusiasm for President Jokowi. And as he introduced me and kept on saying, here is Prime Minister Turnbull, he is our friend, Australia are our friends, it was a phenomenal gesture on his part, and it showed the great commitment he has to saying Australia and Indonesia are very close friends. And of course we discussed all of the potential for trade, and hard on the heels of that visit, Andrew Robb led an enormous trade delegation, 4 ministers, 350 Australian businesses for last week's inaugural Indonesia-Australia Business Week. Mr Speaker, the Indonesia-Australia relationship is getting stronger and stronger. It's built on people-to-people engagement, and I was delighted, honoured by the reception President Jokowi gave us on that day.